Hi guys, welcome to Paul's Cooking Adventures. Today we're going to be making a traditional Hianese chicken rice. This is a beauty, one of my favourite recipes. It's got so much flavour with all of them. Let's get cooking. First thing we need to do is with our chicken we need to remove all the fat polyps which are underneath here. You take these ones off. These have got so much flavour in them and we want to use these for the sauce. Any little bits of the fat that you can pull off from inside, we're going to use these later just inside the skin. If you don't have these pieces of fat, it's not the end of the world. We can add some oil to this to add some flavour, but it's really good to add these little lovely bits of fat into the oil that we're going to make later. So what we're going to do is we've got our chicken, we've got some hot water on here. We're going to add a nice piece of ginger. We're just going to roughly chop our ginger. And this ginger can go straight into our stock. Our spring onions, we're going to use the bottom half for a side dish. And we're going to use this top half here for the actual stock. So we can just roughly chop those up and they can go into our stock. This one can go on the stove. We're going to heat it up to the simmer, then we'll add our chicken. In a saucepan, we're going to need to add our chicken. Oil. We can add to this if we don't have enough fat. And we're just going to render this down on the stove to release all the flavours. Now everyone's seen a lot of cooking shows. They'll use a couple of butcher's hooks or whatever to hang these on. But what do you do if you don't have butcher's hooks at home? There's an easy way. Everyone has some of these. A couple of coat hangers, that's all you need, and a rubber band. So what we're going to do with this one, we just get our rubber band and we're going to put it around and around until we can tighten it up. It doesn't have to be super tight. That should do it now. Just made it pretty firm together. And then all we're going to do is with this one is put one hook under one wing. It's a little bit tough to get on. We'll do it. And then the other hook you can get underneath the other wing once you've got them under. There we go, ready to go. There's our instant butcher's hooks. We can now go straight into our hot pot of liquid. We can move it around a bit just to make sure that all the air has come out of the cavity. To start off with, we're going to grab our saucepan. We'll grab some oil in the pot. And we'll just put this on the stove and we'll heat it up. I won't need all these to make this condiment, so we can put these ones aside. We're going to take off the roots and then we're going to cut these finely. We can grab our ginger and we're just going to give a grate of our ginger. Okay, our oil has got a lovely smoke haze to it. We can go straight in with our spring onions. And then with our spring onions, we can put these aside in a bowl. There's our number one condiment. From time to time, you'll just need to skim the top of the sock and remove this scum. Okay guys, we want to fill up our sink full of cold water. We've got a heap of ice here. We can go in with our ice. This is for our chicken. We want to cool this chicken down as quickly as possible. The idea is to set that lovely juices and everything under the skin, which gives it that lovely tenderness. Let's grab that chicken and chuck him in the ice. There we are, there's our lovely coat hanger method, and we can just dunk him straight into the ice water. Now what we've made here is a very crude method of making a lovely brace. If you've got a lovely A-frame, you can put this on, you can do that. If you've got lovely butcher's hooks and you can put it in between a lovely A-frame, it's absolutely perfect that it can sit it on. But obviously if you don't have anything, improvise. Very simple, couple of lovely coat hangers here and a couple of pieces of dowel and a case of asahi. We're just going to coat our chicken in some lovely sesame oil. And then you can lightly massage it onto the skin. You want to protect the skin as much as possible. This oil will actually keep it nice and moist as well so it doesn't dry out. It's got a lovely smell to it. It will add to the colour of the chicken as well, and we'll just let this one dry. I'm going to grate some ginger. Salads, we just got a little knob of ginger. The reason we grate this one is we don't want to totally pulverize all our chili and everything else, but the ginger will definitely need to be very pulverized, so we'll grate it in for ease. We can then grab our lime, and we're going to do a zest of lime. This just adds to the tanginess of the chili. And then we can juice both our limes. Off with the tops of our chilies and straight into the mixer. And I also have about 150 mils of stock. We just give a quick whiz. Look at that beautiful thing. And there we have our chili sauce. If you like to make this one a little bit sweeter, we've got some sugar, which I do, and we can go in with a couple of teaspoons of sugar. Just give that a stir, it's nice and hot. We've got our eschalot, we're going to peel this one. Our garlic. So our onion, we want to finely dice. And our garlic, we can crush. An easy way to do this, just put some salt on top. We've got our large pot here. We're going to put in some of the oil that our chicken has been in. We'll save a little bit for our chili oil. We'll go straight in with our eschalots, and we'll go straight in with our garlic. Now that it's starting to brown off, we can add in our rice. The trick with your rice, you want to use 1 part rice to 1.5 parts liquid. We can now go in with some sliced ginger. And then in with our liquid. This is the lovely stock that we made before. And now we can cover with a lid. Keep on cooking. Our last sauce, we have some of our chicken stock here. We'll use the remaining of the oil that we had from that chicken fat. So much flavor in it. We go in with a little bit of sesame oil. And then some soy sauce. This one smells really lovely. And there's our condiment sauces for our chicken rice. Well, very happy how that turned out. It's not that hard. We've got our lovely chicken here. This one turned out absolutely beautiful. It's got so much moisture underneath the skin. It's just held all that fat in. That cooling of the chicken is so important when it comes to your chicken. If you don't do that, it won't coagulate under the skin and you'll have dry chicken. This chicken is absolutely beautiful. We've got to try a little piece here. You can see how soft and moist it is, and that's the whole idea with that. We'll try first of all with our chili sauce. Chili sauce is perfect how I like it. It's got a really nice bit of spice to it. You can dull down this chili sauce if you don't like it really, really hot. Just add more of the stock to it and it'll become really, really light. The lovely spring onion that we've made here has really got the oil come through it. That ginger and shallot is absolutely beautiful. And our last one over here, let me take a piece of this off. This is the best one to have with your rice. Oh, that sesame that comes out in it, you're gonna love that. It's absolutely beautiful. It's so much better than going to one of those cheap ass restaurants that pour a little bit of ketchup mayonnaise or something like that over it. It's rubbish. This is traditional. This is beautiful. Our rice, whoa, look at this beauty. This one has got the lovely ginger through it. You can taste a hint of that garlic. That garlic's coming out in it. It's got the shallots in it, but what really makes this rice more than anything else is that chicken stock. It's so important, and that's what makes all these together end up being absolutely beautiful. You're gonna love this one. You've gotta try it. It's not that hard. It's very, very fun to make. Thank you everyone. I really appreciate everyone following me. Make sure to write a comment, tick the like, and we'll check out the next recipe very, very soon. See you guys. Bye for now.